My name's Dean Bates.
Hi everyone, I'm Laura Lepore.
Okay, so in this video, we're going to focus on software asset management. So we're going to set ourselves a time limit. So how long have we got, Laura?
We have maximum 5 minutes.
Okay, let's go. So with regards to software asset management, then what we've done is focus very heavily on improving and streamlining allocation and reservation. And both of these features are under the allocation tab. And the first change that we've made is at a license level, you can either allocate to users or devices. And this is done based on the license model of the license. So at the moment, we're under user allocation here. So if I change this to computers and devices and go to allocation, then we can allocate to devices. So in previous versions of VIZOR, in a single license, you could allocate to both users and devices. And this really caused some confusion, and it didn't really reflect how you would do license allocation in the real world. So this approach is much more sort of simplified, and it better reflects how you can do allocation in the real world. If you have licenses where you want to allocate some of them to users and others of them to devices, then you can simply have two separate licenses within VIZOR. So you still get that functionality as you had previously, but we've made things a lot simpler with regards to setting that up.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, it's much, much better than we had previously. In terms of allocation, then it's also much easier to allocate. There's a new allocation dialog. When you allocate, so because we're on devices now, then obviously we get a list of devices up. You can search at the top. You can multi-select which devices you want to allocate to. And that's all you need to do to allocate. You also get the opportunity, so if you go here, to allocate these to a particular project.
Oh, that's great for streamlining any project that you're working on.
Yeah, and to that point as well, then we have similar functionality for reserving licenses. So you can come in and you can enter how many licenses you want to reserve. So if I say 5 of those 10 I've got available, and I can select a project, location, or department and allocate to each of those. So I could come in here and allocate 5 licenses to the ISO project. And then when it refreshes, so we can see here we now have 5 licenses reserved to the ISO project, and there's 5 licenses unreserved because we've got a total of 10.
So this feature is really good for budgeting for projects in this case, but also departments can do this, right? So if they know they're about to grow, or if they need a specific license, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So it gives, as a software asset manager or a purchasing manager, then you can focus on purchasing license at an organization level, but then you can allocate those licenses to individual departments or individual cost centers, and then department managers can come into VIZOR and do their allocations from that reservation pool.
Yeah, so that's much easier, especially if you have multiple locations, if your organization is across the world. And then managers can just go in and allocate what they've reserved, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
okay. Cool.
Yeah. So that's what's new on software asset management. How did we do time-wise?
That was great. We did it in 4 minutes.
4 minutes, well within. Brilliant. Okay, so thanks very much, everyone.